So I just saw someone from either the Ford CEO or whatever higher ups they have at Ford talking about how they can't fill jobs for their openings. They have 5,000 mechanical jobs that they have open and they can't fill them. They're good paying jobs, 130K. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds great. But the kicker is you require 5 years of schooling to be a diesel mechanic. Now, I don't know about you, but did we all forget that most diesel mechanics have like not even a full 6 months of school that's currently being diesel mechanics right now? Like the older generation of diesel mechanics, most of them didn't even go to school. Now you're telling me in order to get their job as a diesel mechanic at Ford, a minimum of 5 years of schooling is required. Why? Here's the bigger catch and the bigger got you. I actually signed up for going to school to be a mechanic because that's what I was going to do. I already have my drafting degree. It's hard to get into drafting, and I really didn't like it because it's all about just copying, basically. You're basically a human photocopier. So I was going to do draft. So I was going to do the mechanic route. Got everything signed up. Didn't finish it because it was just too much hassle. But my courses were 2 years, 3 times a week. I looked into it recently, about a month ago. I was like, maybe they'll have mechanic schools. I can do like some of the certifications and get like a second job or open something myself. 5 years, 5 nights a week, same program. Why did it increase 3 years? And like, I think it's the new course is like over 60 grand for the course when it used to be pushing in at 15 for the full course. So that's why you don't have any diesel mechanics for it. If you really want diesel mechanics, how about you just set up your own on-site training like they used to? Have apprentices come in with no schooling, no requirements. They can start right away, and you train them on the job as you build up your new system, as you build out your your new diesel factories. No, you won't do that. You want the person to go and spend 5 years in school, give up tons of time, tons of money, in order to be able to come work for you. And the thing is, schooling is not the same as it used to be for the trades anymore, because now you can't really work a regular job while going to school for the trades anymore, which was kind of the whole point of going to school for trades, is that you can work your regular job full time and then go to school part time on the weekends and at night. No, now most trade schools want you to start at your night classes at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Nobody in the trade gets off at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That is like working hours for people in the trades. I'm in the trades. You do not get off at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. There's no way I could go to any trade school in the entire area within like a 300-mile area. None of the trade classes in Florida start at a time that I could go to, because they all start at 3 or 4. The latest I saw was 4:30. 4:30. Who's going to class at 4:30 while working a full-time job in the trades? Nobody. That's who. Nobody. These are for office workers that want to start the trades and have early schedules. People in the trades have early schedules, but those people aren't going back to school. They're already in this field. Beginners that are getting into the trades, they have regular trade schedules, and very few of them get off at 5. I get off at 5, but it takes me like 45 minutes to get home if I'm lucky, if I'm not in a place where it takes me almost 2 hours to get home. And that's just what it is to be in the trade. Long hours, late afternoons, early mornings. You're not going to find people that's going to school for 5 years to get into the trades to do stuff. You're just not. Trades were supposed to be on the job training. On the job training. That this whole new era of everything must be a degree in the school with a certificate. Why? I learned how to rebuild a Mustang engine with a 20-minute video on YouTube and 1 week of doing it myself. The second time I did an engine rebuild, took me 3 hours to pull an engine apart to change the head gasket. It doesn't take long to learn how to do this stuff when you're mechanically inclined, and once you learn the basics, that's all you need. It doesn't take 5 years to learn. It takes a few months to learn the basics, and from there, You specialize in what you're going to do and you practice what you're going to do. It takes practice, it doesn't take schooling. So yeah, there's a job crisis, there's a housing crisis, and what's going to be the even bigger crisis is a trade crisis. 'Cause there's not going to be anyone in the trades in the next 5 to 10 years to fix anything that breaks in this country. Our infrastructure is going to start falling apart faster than it already is. Homes are going to fall apart. You worry about the home price right now, but house prices going up? No, house prices are going to fall like a rock because ain't nobody going to fix any of it. You're going to have a house falling apart and you're going to have all the money in the world and you still can't get it fixed. So you can't actually get someone to come out and fix it. Right now, there's already waiting times to have people come out and fix stuff. Companies have to pay extra just to get people there the same day. So imagine what's going to happen in 4 years, in 5 years, in 10 years. It's going to be hell on earth to get anything fixed. You're not going to be able to get a water heater replaced. You're not going to be able to get your sink fixed. You're not going to be able to get anything fixed. And that's the problem we're about to face. While all these people are still talking about, oh, it's going to be great, it's going to be great, the market's going to go, the market's going to go. Yeah, the market can go up as much as you want, but when nobody's there fixing your house, you don't have a house. So all these big CEOs, my recommendation to you is you need to stop figuring out how you can get these people to go to school, these kids to go to school for your thing, and figure out how you can start training them on the job without them going to school, because that's the only way you're going to fix this problem. The schooling thing is a problem. People don't need student loans. They need less loans and more work. You need to figure out how to get them in a job without any kind of degree and show them what to do. Train them on job. Because it's going to take you a lot less than 5 years to train a diesel mechanic to be really good at being a diesel mechanic. If you're training them on the job instead of in some classroom where 50% of their classwork is going to be how to speak English, how to talk to customers, how to do all this stuff. They don't need all that. They just need to know what they're doing on the job. But yeah, that was just my little rant because I'm really tired of all these big CEOs trying to blame people for not being able to do the things they want when they're the reasons why these problems occur. You wanted to reduce training, you wanted to cut corners, you wanted to save money, and you wanted to put all the focus on the individual to do everything. No, you want your company to thrive, you go out, you find people, you train them. End of story. You train them to do what you want them to do, and then you pay them. You don't need them to go pay somebody to train them to maybe hopefully get a job doing something for you. No. You need to train. You need to stop with all the schooling and do the training so that they can get the work done. But that's it. I'll see you guys later.